We'll start with San Diego State. Another defense. Pete always just calls it awkward. What do they do that's kind of different on defense?
Well, they're a very physical team, and they fly around to the ball, and yeah, they do a lot of different things with multiple guys, and yeah, they'll be a handful definitely.
Is it a scheme that's more difficult to run against or more difficult to throw against with some of the different stuff they do?
Yeah, with what they do, they're a very good run defense, especially starting with their free safety. He's a very active run defender and probably a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, he is always around the ball.
Some guys were saying yesterday there's some plays where they don't have any down linemen. I mean, does that make it tough when they got all their guys standing up? Or?
Yeah, it makes it a little bit difficult because they can move around a lot, and yeah, they do a lot of that on third down, and we just got to make sure that we don't get in too bad of third downs, and if we can stay third and manageable, it'll be a better game for us.
You guys been in a kind of a rut with these slow starts, and I know you guys have tried some different things to spark guys out of it. What do you do at this point to try to get off to a little better start?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the last few games we've had some slow starts, and in fact, terrible starts. Yeah, we just got to do a better job, and it starts with the openers and make sure our guys are dialed in to what we're doing, and we got to get them settled down and just make things happen.
Pete was saying the other day, every week I expect them to start fast, and every week I'm surprised. When you see it happen again, I mean, you just kind of shake your head, you get frustrated. What do you do when you see it happen week after week?
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but like always, we got to move on to the next play, and we can't dwell on it, and we got to just move forward.
Coach P was saying that he thought Grant took some steps forward, but he also maybe took a step back in a couple areas in the last game. How do you look at Grant's progress the last couple weeks?
Yeah, there's definitely going to be some growing pains with Grant in there, but yeah, Grant, I think he's doing a great job stepping into the role, and he's making some plays, a lot with his feet, which are great, and he's making some great throws.
Joe's out there practicing now. I mean, how close is he, and how are you guys going to evaluate that situation at quarterback once Joe's able to play?
Yeah, we'll see. It'll be a day-to-day process, and yeah, Joe's getting better and better, and we'll see how he is on Saturday.
He said Grant's going to start, but I mean, is there a chance that Joe could play on Saturday?
It's a little too far to determine that yet.
Would you envision a scenario where whenever Joe is ready to play, both guys will play? I mean, do you envision when Joe's healthy, he will get out there in some capacity? Or?
Yeah, we'll see when we get there. I don't want to speculate anything right now.
10 games into it now with the changes you guys made offensively, obviously you score more points. What have you thought of sort of how that process has turned out for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's going well, but I think it's still a work in progress, and we're still trying to improve. And hopefully we have a few more games to get it done, and hopefully by the end of the season we'll be really good.
When you make changes like that, you sort of take an off season to sort of go back through it and evaluate it and make some improvements to sort of refine it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. We're already planning on definitely going over all our stuff and seeing what we did well and seeing what we need to improve on and seeing what else we can tweak and get better at.
What have you been happiest with?
I think our run game's been really good, and on third downs, we're over 50%, which is a great number, and I think our red zone's getting better, so we're getting better as a team.
The run game and the third downs kind of go hand in hand because you're getting yourself into more manageable situations there?
Oh, definitely. I mean, when we're in third and short, it makes it a lot easier than to convert third and 10. We have had some third and longs that we have converted, so that's been pretty good.
What's the greatest challenge you're facing this defense?
They're a team that they move around, and we just got to be assignment sound, and we got to get after these guys. They're a very good defense, especially against the run, and we got to cover guys up and have our running backs break arm tackles and make some yards.
Teams that have been successful against them have done what?
They've actually given up more yards passing than against the run, and we just got to make sure that we can't abandon the run and try to get some yards running the ball and stay in third and manageable and try to create some explosive plays.
When we see a play like we saw the other day with the hook and ladder where Charles gets the pitch, who draws that play up, or how's that play kind of coming together?
We stole it from somebody. A lot of plays. We watch so many games and so many guys, and if we see something that's interesting, we might put it on our board and say, hey, you know what, this would be a good play, and we've been practicing that play for a while, and it worked pretty good in practice. First time we ran it against our defense, and say, hey, you know what, we got a home game, we got the opportunity. It was on our side of the sideline, so try to have a little fun.
I assume that the players get excited when you tell them a play like that. Is that part of it? You guys always run a lot of trick plays. Here's part of it to let them smile a little bit or to have some fun out there.
You know what? That's probably the byproduct. If a play wasn't going to be a good play, then we wouldn't have it. Just just to have fun. But yeah, it is kind of a fun play. But we felt like it was going to work. Unfortunately, it didn't work too well.
What are some of the factors responsible for the improved red zone play?
Well, I think we're running the ball better, and I think the decision making by the quarterbacks and then guys making plays. I mean, it's all all a part of it.
To go back to that run game, obviously JJ, a huge part of that. It seems like we say this every week, but he means so much to your offense. How much does he truly mean to your offense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, without Jay, I mean, our run game's not going to be that well. He makes a lot of things right. Sometimes it's blocked perfect, and he's getting yards and he's getting to the safety. Sometimes when things aren't right, he makes it right by breaking arm tackles and juking out linebackers. For his size, he's pretty agile. I mean, he can make guys miss, and he's actually got a lot of speed too.
What did you see from Demas? How pleased were you to see him do that in the game after seeing it in practice? And I guess how could you incorporate him in the offense more going forward, maybe?
Yeah, he's definitely a different style than Jay. A little change of pace. He is a speed guy, and he's been doing a great job all year on the scout team. And his name keeps coming up, and so we say, hey, you know what? Let's give him a shot. And we had some time during the bye week and gave him some opportunities and say, hey, you know what? This package will be pretty good. So put a little package with him and Shane in the backfield, and it was pretty successful.
Thanks, Coach.